Good morning, Card Beanies. RJ back with another video, so let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Started getting back into just showing off basic cards for the love of cards. So 1982 Topps RBI leader card. Hall of Famer Mike Schmidt led the RBIs in National League, Eddie Murray in the American League. One of the interesting things is Eddie Murray, highly deserving of being in the Hall of Fame. One of the few Hall of Fame members to have achieved both 500 home runs and 3,000 hits. Eddie Murray rarely led his league in any category. This is one of those rare years where he actually did succeed in leading the league in RBIs or something. It's just, nothing against Eddie. It's just that there were so many other great players at the time he played, and he was just Steady Eddie. I mean, that's a literal nickname he had because he was just that consistently good over a long period of time, which is why he got those numbers. But this is my random Mike Schmidt item of the day, 1982 Topps League Leader card. Today's random baseball item of the day, a set of sorts. So in 1992, Kellogg's put out stickers in their product. These are a full set of the stickers, just little round logo stickers of all the teams, plus a Tony the Tiger little silhouette for the some of the teams. So this is the National League and the American League East stickers. And then on the back, you have the National League and American League West from 1992. That's all it is. I mean, this was what was going in the packs of cornflakes for that summer in 1992. Came like this in this little package here, folded up. I love the. I'm going to show you the consumer product warning that they included in the package. This is one of my pet peeves, is the stupidity of lawyers who made this necessary. Parents, the toy in this package meets or exceeds currently applicable government and voluntary toy industry standards. As with any toy, we suggest you provide guidance to your children regarding proper use. It is a package of stickers, you absurd, asinine people. It really annoys the heck out of me that I lived through a generation where when I started my life in the late 60s, early 70s, we did stupid crap and nobody said boo. But by the time I was in college, we were warning our kids not to eat the plastic bags that your toy came in. And this is just a perfect example of that. I'm sorry for the little rant, but it really does infuriate me when I see that. Anyway, back to normal stuff. Today's trivia question. We are still in All-Star season. All-Star games coming up next week. But today, who was the first player to step in the batter's box for an All-Star game? So this was the first man to get in the batter's box in an official All-Star game. Name that player. What you're playing for? Two cards from the Red Sox. Again, these are cards from the 2003 Topps Gallery Hall of Fame edition. Joe Cronin, Hall of Famer for the Red Sox, and Jimmy Fox, a Hall of Famer for both the Red Sox and the Philadelphia Athletics. So those are two cards you're playing for. If you want those two cards, send me an email with the correct answer to that trivia question. I'll include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question you will have today and tomorrow to answer. We'll pick a winner on Sunday, all right? Good luck to everybody on that. This week, what I want to go over is a goals update. So if you go back to one of the first videos I posted this year, I went over my goals for the year. Mainly my goals were 3 sets I'm trying to complete. Two of them I expected to complete. Only one of them will I be able to complete this year. And that's the one I want to show off right now. So The first set I was able to complete is the 1982 Topps K-Mart box set. K-Mart box set that year was the very first ever, what I consider to be the first ever box set, a set of cards or something issued in as a full set in a singular box format. No packs, no mail-ins, no nothing like that. You wanted it, you went to a store, you bought the box of cards, and you had them all. So it's at a 44, and I'm still endeavoring to get every card as a PSA 10. Not possible at the moment because PSA has not graded all of the cards in PSA 10 format. There's still 2 or 3, I believe, that don't exist as a PSA 10. But this is my Mickey Mantle PSA 10 card. I own a Mickey Mantle PSA 10. There were 44 cards in the set. I have them all. I wasn't happy with this one. I think I got this one graded myself. PSA 7 Murray Wills. Very sad about that. I was looking for at least 8s for all my cards that I sent in. Got an 8 on the Elston Howard. I am number 3 on the PSA Set Registry for this one. Do have a 10 of the Sandy Koufax. I would have hoped to have gotten all 10s, but it's not really possible. My 10 Brooks Robinson, I remember this fondly because I actually purchased this off of John Jabs' channel, The Past is Alive, if you know him. If not, check him out. He does auctions not every week, but usually about on Thursday night he does like dollar auctions. And I can't remember what I paid for this, but whatever it was a PSA 10 of a set I knew I wanted to collect, so I snagged it. There's another one you can't really get in a 10 because very few people have bothered to slab up this Ken Boyer card. I got mine in an 8. I think that was one I sent in myself. Zoilo Versalles, I know I got slabbed myself. Got an 8 on that. Very happy with this one too. The Willie Mays in a 10. Got most of the big name stars in 10s. It's the lesser known that don't exist slabbed up too much that it's difficult to get. Need to get this one in a 10 somehow, the Frank Robinson. Got my Clemente in a 9. This is another one that's very hard to find in a 10. And when you do, you got to pay for it. I mean, some people out there right now, the Mickey Mantle in a PSA 10, this card, this stupid Kmart 10-cent card, people are asking like, $5 grand for it in a 10. That's ridiculous. 10 on the Yastrzemski. 8. Got this one myself, I believe. The Cepeda. This one I know I got myself. I was happy to get a 9. There are very few even slabbed, let alone in a 9 or 10. The Gibson in a 10. And this set highlights all of the former MVPs. So it starts from 1962 and goes through 1981. It was issued in 82, and it was in order for Kmart to celebrate their 20th year. That's why I did 20 years of MVPs. PSA 10 on the Harmon Killebrew. And they just reproduced the Topps card from the year they won their MVP. An 8 on the McCovey. Never saw a 10 on that card. I'm always looking on the Bay for better ones. This one, I remember I sent this one in myself. Not this one, but I did send in a Boog pal that I had. And I think it came back like a 7. I was very upset. And then I found this one on the Bay like a day or 2 later. And I was able to snag a good one in a 10. Got bench in the 10. Most of the next few are 10s, not all of them, but a lot of them. The Vital Blue is a 7. This one's mine. Not many people slabbed up their Vital Blues, so I can't find a good one. Torrey in the 10. Dick Allen in an 8. That was my send-in. I'm always looking for, like I said, I'm always looking to increase every card in this set to a 10. The second bench MVP in a 10. Reggie got me a 10. Pete Rose, the MVP card in a 10. There's a secondary card at the end of Pete. Jeff Burrows in an 8. He's one I don't think exists in a 10. Jeff Burrows. 10 on the Garvey. 8 on Freddie Lynn. I don't think he exists in a 10. but I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to keep looking. 10 on the first Joe Morgan. 10 on the Munson. 10 on the second Morgan. 10 on Rod Carew. 10 on the George Foster. A 10 on the Jim Rice. A 10 on the Parker. Now this one annoys the heck out of me. I got a 6 on the Don Baylor. This was my send-in, and I got a 6 on it. But again, this is one where you can't find them. They just don't exist in slab format. So I might be stuck with this 6 for a while until I buy a box set that's really sharp and I try my hand at submitting it again. That's what I did with some of the ones when I ran out of cards I could find for sale on the Bay. It just so happened that my local card dealer had somebody's collection of, like, I don't know, 30 or 40 of those box sets, and I went through every one. I opened them up and looked to find the best centered version, and I still got a 6 out of that one. Got a 10 on the Hernandez, 10 on the Stargell, 10 on the Brett, 10 on the 80 Schmidt, 10 on the Raleigh Fingers, and a 10 on the 81 Schmidt. Now the last 3 cards of the set, if you were counting, that was 41. The last 3 are highlight cards. So got a 9 on the Drysdale highlighting his, I think it was his scoreless innings streak. Yeah. Yep. And then I do have a 10 on the Aaron highlight. Obviously his breaking Ruth's record. And then I got an 8 on the Rose highlight, his breaking Stan Musial's National League hit record. So this one I would love to see. I can't find it. I keep looking. I'm looking this one. I hope to get in a 10 someday, but I hope to get them all in a 10 someday. But anyway, that was one of my goals, was to complete the 1982 Topps K-Mart box set collection. I have finished that goal now. That is complete. I am number 3 on that PSA Set Registry. It is my goal to get to number 1. It is my goal to get all PSA 10s. I do not know if that will ever be possible. Hey, but we have to have goals in this hobby, right? There you have it. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Really do appreciate your support as I try my best to support everybody else in this great card community, all right? Thanks for watching. Come back again on Wednesday. We'll have more great trivia and some prizes to give away on that day, all right? Have a great rest of your week. Take care.